Here's the final result, guys, of our bead of gold in the potato. We'll show you how much it weighs.
It is red hot. Look at that.
Welcome back, everybody, to the MTN Prospecting channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little special. We're going to be melting some gold using an old prospecting trick. We're going to be using this potato to melt some of this gold. I need a few different things to do this, and we'll show you the supplies. We're going to cut it open, use a little borax as the flux. We're going to weigh this up, see how much gold we have to see what our recovery rate is. We might lose a little bit in the potato. Paper on there. Paper back down to 0. Let Dylan dump it out. See how much gold is in this vial. What do you guys think it's going to be? Better visual for you guys. Look at that gold. Definitely adds up. All these small pieces that we get throughout the bad days that we think we have, it all adds up. And it adds up to 3.2 grams of gold. So let's see how much we actually get out of that button. I say we lose maybe like half a gram. That might be too extreme. I'm thinking maybe half a gram with iron sands and then losing a little bit of gold to the potato. So let's see this process. We'll show you guys cutting the potato, heating up the flux, separating those impurities from the gold.
Yeah, clean up, kitty. Oh.
Going crazy.
Going crazy on the chair. If we do lose any gold in the potato, might want to break up the potato and actually pan it out and see if there's anything stuck in it. It would be interesting to see if we can actually recover any gold from the potato afterwards as well. So we'll be sure to check that out and show you guys.
All right, guys, we're outside. We're going to be practicing some safe burning, melting of this gold. We're going to use the stove here, use the propane stove, and I'm going to make a little cradle in here for our precious potato. First thing we got to do is slice the tater. All right, next step, cut a crater into the potato for the gold.
Now, you got yourself a little tasty snack on the side, too.
Dylan finished his snack. Disgusting. But we built up a little wall around the outside of this potato. Shouldn't be able to wobble over a tip or anything. But just in case, we are using the top of the propane stove.
Pop that borax open.
To open, press here. Just cover that potato. This bottom layer is trying to keep the gold from blowing away with the wind. It's kind of a windy day, so we're gonna melt this layer of borax, and it's gonna act like a little sticky layer for us and keep that light gold in the tater. I'm gonna try to get my head away from the fan. Also kind of trying to char the potato. That kind of gives a little like carbon layer to the potato. Did I say tomato the first time?
No.
We're charring the potato so that it creates a little carbon layer on top, and it also melts that borax for a nice layer. I'm not sure if we should burn it a little bit more, try to char more of those edges. Let's dump our gold in there. All right, now that we got that nice sticky layer, we charred the potato a little bit, made a nice little crucible, a one-time throwaway crucible. So
Hey, you can eat that as a snack afterwards if you really want.
So let's dump our gold in here. So I took out the big flat piece, guys, so this should still be about 3 grams. Like we said, we might lose a little bit of this. Look at that.
Look at that.
As Vogus prospecting would say, one of the world's most expensive potatoes.
At this very moment, I think we have the most expensive potato in the world. I mean, what? That's over $350 worth of gold in that potato.
All right, so what we're gonna do now is do another layer of this flux. I'm not gonna do all of this. I'm just gonna try to do a little bit on top. And if you guys know, if some of you guys have done this more than us, if I'm doing too much here, let me know.
Fire!
just stopped halfway. I know we lost most of our heat. Looks super cool. I'm pretty sure that black blob there in the middle is the borax. Some of the gold did melt. There's still a lot left to go. Dylan's brave putting his finger in there.
It's actually not that hot. Weird.
So let's try to heat it up hotter with this propane torch. Maybe we should use the map gas one, but we'll see if we can melt this down to the button. Look at that blob. We've been at this for probably 5-10 minutes. So we might call it quits with the propane and maybe make a run to Home Depot and grab that map gas tank instead.
That stuff burns at quite a bit of a higher temperature, so pretty confident we could get it to melt with that. It's definitely doing something with this. You can see some of the gold melting down.
Yeah. I think it's just like some of the leftover pieces on the outside there. Not melting for some reason. It does look pretty cool. It looks like a rare gem with gold on the outside.
We're also pretty much the entire way through the potato. So our little potato crucible is becoming less of a crucible.
But guess what?
We have another one.
We have another potato. All right, so maybe we're gonna swap this to the other potato once we get the map gas. So this is where we're at in the process. Really cool piece. As you can see, it did not melt enough to fully combine. So we're gonna go grab the map gas torch. Maybe, oh, are they? The propane torch is not hot enough, so we're gonna try the map gas torch to try to fully get it to its melting point.
You can see some of the little, just the top of it melted together. It's super shiny where it did.
That black, again, assuming it's the borax.
That's the borax.
Really cool against that gold. Got what we need. We have the dual map gas and propane nozzle. We have the map gas, 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit, 1982 degrees Celsius. That should be plenty to melt the rest of this gold. Should we transfer it to the new potato?
It might be safe to transfer it to the new potato.
We'll transfer to the new potato. We'll put this on outdoors, and then we'll transfer this and see if we can finally get the button for you guys. So a little hiccup, but we persevere. We spent $60 on this map gas torch. So better be sure to subscribe, support the channel so we can keep doing these fun videos and show you guys melting down gold and doing other fun activities.
Here we are, potato number 2. We got the gold in this one. About to make the transfer. About to set up the new map gas. Hopefully this time it's a bit hotter than the propane. Well, we know it's going to be hotter than the propane. So hopefully we can get this gold to melt down into a shiny looking button.
Just gonna do another coat of this. We might not need to at this point since the gold's already, honestly that's probably way too much too. But again, we're not quite experts with this method yet.
Only one way to learn, I guess. Well, I guess we will learn something by doing this.
Out with the old, in with the new. We got this hooked up, certified tip for the map gas unit.
It's so much hotter. Right away that borax is bubbling up and you can actually see the gold start to shine a bit.
So the map gas is doing the trick. Look at the blob we have left. You can see the piece of gold there and the rest of that borax. So we're gonna hit it a little bit more with that map gas and then we'll show you guys the little button that comes out. Alright guys, so we're going to leave it at that. We have a nice little button at the bottom of this potato. You can see how well that potato held up, and actually, you don't even have to wait for it to cool down. Nice and insulated. Got pretty close to the bottom.
Yeah, definitely a good thing that we changed potatoes. I think we may have had a little bit of a blowout if we kept it in the same one.
Melted right through to the bottom of this.
Which would not have been good.
Look, you can see that gold already. So I don't think we melted this down quite as much as we should. I think we're having issues with the heat for some reason. But we're gonna let this cool down. It's already cooled down to black. We're not gonna touch it quite yet. Let's bring it inside, see if we can knock off that slag, and
leave us just with a little nugget at the bottom. Hopefully a 3-gram nugget.
All right guys, so I already got a chunk off here. Actually zoom into that. It looks like there's maybe a little flour gold on the inside of that chunk, but it's breaking off pretty easily. I don't want to flatten the gold too much. Nugget is coming through. This is a hefty piece. It's so cool to see it together finally. Like, again, this is probably 2 to 3 years of back-breaking work, digging in the Vermont Green Mountains, getting this shiny. So finally seeing it come together. It's not worth millions of dollars. We're not getting pieces as big as some people out west, and even people in Vermont getting bigger pieces, but
hey, we're on the up and up because this is 3 grams. If you haven't checked out one of our last videos, we got a whole gram in 1 day. And so the fact that this is a few years worth, we're on the up and up. We're going to find that gram nugget, and I hope you stay tuned for the day that we do, because I think it's going to be right around the corner.
It's uncovered.
Sorry, start again.
Most of this piece is uncovered now. It's just so amazing, guys.
It's so shiny.
It's so cool. Just one big nugget. Imagine finding this one piece in the river.
I wonder if it'd be worth to put back in the potato and just melt it back down once the borax is off. Like, we've gotten the impurities out.
All right, so maybe like Dylan just said, maybe we'll put this back in the potato. See if we can melt it down to more of a button size. It does look like a cool nugget right now.
It does.
Here's the final result, guys, of our bead of gold in the potato. We'll show you how much it weighs.
It is red hot. Look at that.
Look at that.
Glowing with the light off.
You guys can already see the gold on there. Definitely more gold than borax. It's already showing. All right, so like we said, we melted off the last piece of that borax. And look what we have.
Quite a thick button.
Pretty cool with that borax piece. It kind of looks like a little eye.
Yeah.
The little pupil of the golden eye.
Want to go ahead and knock that little...
Yeah, let's knock that off, and then we'll weigh it up again. We might have lost another maybe 0.1 of that piece, so let's get it. You put it in there, just knock the top of it. Nice. Look at that piece. All right, let's put it on the scale and see if we still have 3 grams. 3 grams still. Such a cool piece, guys. This is a really fun video to shoot. Dylan and I learned a couple things today. The borax helping kind of get rid of all the contaminants in the gold, separating out the gold. 24 karat gold button. So thanks again for watching, guys. We'll have some cool videos coming out again soon. We got to top our 1 gram day the other day, so keep an eye out for the videos. Keep an eye out for the extreme panning.
So thank you guys very much for watching. We're going to try to get out on the river tomorrow to get some more of that shiny stuff. So stay tuned, be sure to like and subscribe, and get ready for more of that gold.